Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 333 News. I'm your news anchor Wario, and if you were paying attention, you may have noticed something a little bit nostalgic about the title. Not really the thumbnail, because the new designs, but definitely the title. So here's the reasoning behind that. We found a lot of our headlines nowadays are kind of overcomplicated, so today we are throwing things back to the great year of 2017, bringing back the simplicity of a simple headline for weekly forecasts. Back in the legacy era of 333 News, the headlines were much shorter, and I find that was better than today's overcomplicated long headlines most of the time. The good old days are returning. So yeah, if you were paying attention, we are basically mimicking what we did in 2017 with the headlines for the weekly forecasts. So it's just going to be weekly forecast week of today's date. That is the title of the video, and I think it's way better than the extremely long headlines that are just, a bunch of filler stuff just for the purpose of making the headline long. I think short and sweet is actually the better way to go here. So today we bring to you the weekly forecast for the week of July 7th, 2024. Donkey Kong will go over our forecast for the week. So let's go ahead and take it to the meteorology studio. Over to you, Donkey Kong. Alright, welcome to the meteorology studio. I'm Donkey Kong, your meteorologist, and tonight we're going to be doing some meteorology in the meteorology studio. And as Wario said, very simple title, much fan of it. I don't know if I said that right. Okay, anyways, let's always, let's get started with your current conditions. Right now, currently mostly clear out there, not too bad. 76 degrees as of right now, and it's 9:30 p.m., so still quite warm out there, and the reasoning for that is, well, look at the relative humidity, 89%, because the dew points are in the mid-70s right now. And winds are out of the south at 5 miles an hour. I know it kind of looks like there's two 5s, because the S and the 5 with this font look the same, but it's out of the south at 5 miles an hour. Don't get those confused. So, yeah. Very, very humid evening, and as you're going to see with the 7-day forecast, that trend is going to continue. We're going to be seeing dew points into the 70s for the entire week. So hopefully you are prepared with some dehumidifiers and air conditioners, because those are really going to be necessary this week. Alright, let's get ahead and go to your 7-day forecast now. Yeah. Alright, so there's your 7-day forecast. I apologize for any mistakes I make, but, I have a peanut brain, as Wario said anyways. So, yeah. Let's get started with tomorrow. Monday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, high of 86 and low of 73. So, yeah, typical summer day. And as I have mentioned, the dew points are going to stay in the 70s for the entire week. So, as you're noticing right now, right off the bat, the low temperatures are never going to be dipping below 70 for the week. So, yeah, I really hope you're prepared with your air conditioners, dehumidifiers and stuff, because having your windows open, window fans and stuff, those are not going to work this week. Alright, then on Tuesday, we're going to be looking at partly cloudy skies, not partly cloudy, mostly cloudy skies, 88 for a high and 72 for a low, so warmer still, but, the humidity trend is going to be continuing. Whose phone was that? Shut up, Donkey Kong, keep going. Okay. Alright, then on Wednesday, we're going to look at some storms. And it's going to be a high of 85 and a low of 72, so kind of just like the rest of the week, but now the humidity is going to be fueling some storms, and honestly, no surprise there because of all the humidity fueling all those storms, so yeah. Alright, let's turn around here. On Thursday, we're going to be looking at some spot showers, a high of 84 and a low of 74, so very, very warm night that night. So, yeah, you might have your air conditioner going for 24/7 for the week, is what I'm expecting for a lot of you. Yeah. Alright, moving on. On Friday, we're going to look at some more spot showers, high of 85 and low of 73. So, once again, very warm night, and should be saying that about every night of the week, actually. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm pointing out Thursday and Friday in particular. Okay, moving on. On Saturday, we're going to look at some storms, and we're going to have a high of 83 and a low of 71. So, a very slight cool down for nighttime temperatures, but, really still going to be very warm, because still in the 70s, as I mentioned at the beginning of the forecast, because that's what we're seeing for the entire week. Alright, let's conclude things here with next Sunday. We're going to be looking at partly cloudy skies, a high of 84 and a low of 71. So, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, the general consensus here and the trend, the overall trend for the week. Very, very humid. Dew points will be in the 70s for the entire week. Low temperatures are going to be 70s for the whole week, and high temperatures are going to be 80s for the whole week. Very typical summer week. In fact, this is the most summer-like that I've ever seen the weather be. And I think I hear the air conditioning turning on in the news studio right now. So that means I better wrap this up right now. That's going to do for your 7-day forecast, and we're going to take it back to Wario at the news desk. Back to you, Wario. Alright, thank you, Donkey Kong. So, yeah, Donkey Kong has pointed out that there is going to be very high levels of humidity throughout the entire week. And the low temperature is going to be lingering in the 70s for the whole week as well. So, basically, going out at nighttime is going to be like nothing, really, because, well, it's going to be just as warm as people usually keep their houses, but at the same time, that extra level of humidity is going to be added on there. So, there's kind of going to be no relief from the outdoor air at any point this week. So, you better have your air conditioners going and ready at least. Otherwise, you're probably going to be suffering for the week. So, yeah. This is the most summer-like that the weather has ever been. Donkey Kong's right about that one. Oh, I'm kind of drifting there. And, yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight's episode, and I really hope that you enjoyed the headlines going back to the way they used to be. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm your news anchor, Wario, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Wario, out.